What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to Hungary for Success. Today we are playing in the European qualifiers, or the qualifiers for the Euros. Couldn't get that out of my mouth. For the 2028 competition. It's going to be in Italy. Did not realise that. So that's interesting. That's quite nice. I didn't realise as well that England won it twice in a row recently. But the groups have been drawn. And we've gotten, I want to say, a favourable group. But at the same time, a difficult group. I don't think there was anyone. There was Russia was probably the only option in the top seed that would have been better than what we got. But we got Armenia, England, Iceland, and Kosovo. So in the grand scheme of things, I think second is doable. Because we're the second highest seed in the group as far as I can remember. I think Iceland were seeded above us, but in the world rankings we're higher than them. But yeah, England are going to be the ones that we're going to struggle against. And this also lets you know that we played them first. It's going to be interesting. We do have a few players in the squad for the first time. And when I say a few, I mean 5. Jerry O'Hanlon is a right midfielder who might play at some point. We've Noel Russell, a striker who could end up playing as well because Troy Parrott picked up a virus. Joe Sheehan is a goalkeeper, and this is his second time in the team. Callum Blackwell is a right back. Yeah, play either side. Can also play as a DM. Not going to play him as a DM. And we've Ken MacDonald, who had a very high potential until I put him into the team. He has moved from... He was an English... He declared for England and decided that he wanted to represent his actual birth nation. So he's taken up Irish... He's decided to play for us. Like I said, Troy Parrott picked up a knock, so he's going to miss the England game. And Shane Duffy has announced his retirement. So our best centre-back is retiring. We're in trouble. He hasn't left yet, but in June we are screwed. So, like I said, we're playing England, and our second game is going to be against Belize, because IntoRowZ didn't know who Belize was, or what Belize was, when I told him while he was streaming once last week, I think. We also have the next episode is going to be again 2 Iceland games, and we have a friendly against Cuba. I don't know why we have a friendly against Cuba, but we do. Thankfully we've Kosovo and Armenia together, then we've England in the middle and Kosovo, Armenia afterwards. So I might attempt to push through this a bit quicker, because I think FM20 is going to be released in 10 days. I have a feeling it's going to be 10 days. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. In terms of the team that's going to be going out against England today, we have Bazunu in goal, with Duffy, Brennan and Wilkinson as our centre-backs, Robertson and Callum O'Dowda as our wide midfielders, well, our wingers. McGugan is going to play as the box-to-box, and Cullen is going to be our playmaker. Grant in behind Obafemi and Connor Nolan. The reason Cullen is playing as the playmaker and not the box-to-box is because Clark is 89%. He's not really able to play, and our other playmaker option is Callum Thompson, and he's quite tired as well. So I don't really want to risk them. I think McGugan is a good enough player that we should be alright. I hope. But no debutants in the first team today. Nolan has played 3 times before. He's a decent striker. Let's hope he can do the business. So Duffy is retiring because he's not getting enough first team football at club, which is frustrating, but what can you do? Okay, this is a relatively old England side. Harry Kane is 33. Trent, he's only 28. He's still a young fella. They've good players, has to be said. Bond, I'm assuming he is, yeah, he's a regen. He can't be. There's no way he's actually English. No way. Yeah, he's from Kosovo. That's what I thought. I was like, there's no way he's English with that name. Okay, let's get into the game. Underdogs suits us down to the ground. Let's go cause an upset. Nobody cares. Absolutely nobody cares. Pick the team to give us the best chance of winning. Focus on executing our game plan. I'm just hoping we don't get destroyed, to be honest. I do think the England game is going to be the one. The England games are going to be the ones we struggle with the most. So if we don't get absolutely battered, then I'd be happy. I can use the league table again. Obafemi. Oh. If we'd scored this early, I would have been very surprised. But Cullen puts it in, gets headed away, and Brennan just hacks down Reece Nelson, doing business. Chilwell to Dele Alli, Eric Dyer, big ball forward, but gets cleared. Grant gets tackled by Dyer, but picks the ball back up. To Cullen, to McGugan, Nolan to Grant, Nolan, McGugan. Oh! I don't want to raise alarm bells, but we are dominating this game. We're going to win the Euros. We have dominated. We are so much better than England. It's actually insane. We're made up of players in the Championship, League 1 and League 2, but we're going to win. Okay, never mind. Trent Alexander-Arnold just walked past my defence. I don't really want to watch that again. Someone's car is making a lot of noise outside. Kosovo are beating Iceland. Josh Cullen loses the ball inside the box. Oh. Did Bazunu push that onto the post? Because if he did, what a save. What a save. Oh, Harry Kane. That was like, what were my defenders doing? Harry Kane is always going to score from that situation. He's just left wide open. Come on, lad. Show a bit of passion. No? No? Okay. Iceland have gotten an equaliser against Kosovo. Go on, Wilkinson. Callum O'Dowda. Out to Connor Nolan. Tries to get it across, gets deflected, and they bolt away again. Reece Nelson whips it in. Dele Alli makes it 3. Well, I don't want to watch that again. Come on, lads. Bit of passion. McGugan to Grant, back to McGugan. And that's not McGugan, is it? It's McGowan. Been misreading it this entire time. Come on, lads, get stuck in. I do have get stuck in on, don't I? I always do. I don't know why I'm asking. Yeah. Wilkinson, oh, he hacks it clear. Trent, and Duffy knocks over Harry Kane. Duffy's going to get himself... Oh, he didn't get booked. But Harry Kane's going to make it 4 before half time. Oh. Yep. So the next penalty they get, Harry Kane's going to take it for his hat-trick. We are getting our shit pushed in. Yeah, I'm not happy with your performance. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity to show they deserve to stay on the pitch and then make changes as they need to be made. McGowan, Angus Gunn manages to push that over and then faces in the wrong direction. Colin, Grant can't get on the end of it, but the ball's gone out for a throw and then nothing happens. Delightful. Come on, lads, we like... Yeah. It's just not going well. Phil Foden, Coates, Chilwell, Reece Nelson. Oh, he's offside. That's fine. Who have I got on the bench? I have nobody that can play in Callum O'Dowda's position. Right. Well, we're going to bring on Cahill. We're going to bring on Jerry O'Hanlon to make his international debut. Yeah, he was offside, we know. I need to just make a little change. Just put him back here. Make him a complete wing back. And that will do for now. Wilkinson. Big ball forward to Conor Nolan. How did he put that wide? Kosovo are now beating Iceland 2-1. This is just go on, Cullen. Back to Bazunu. Big ball forward. Nolan can't get, Nolan can't get there, but he gets it back. Nolan puts Grant through. Across to O'Hanlon. Jerry O'Hanlon on his international debut. The 17-year-old's only gone and scored. What an international debut for the young fella. 17 years old, and he's only gone and scored against England. Yes! I'm going to take Brennan off and we're going to bring on Ken McDonald to guarantee that he is stuck with us for his career. I'm going to make Shane Duffy a stopper because that's what he wants to do. So let's move him to the centre and make him a stopper instead. England are just passing the ball through us. I think this is the second time I've played Drew Cahill. He plays in a position that we haven't really had an opportunity to play in. McDonald, on his international debut against his other nation, does not put the ball away, but thankfully Bazunu was there to make the save. We're going to demand more. To be fair to the lads, they've not been terrible. I know 4-1 looks really bad, and it is. It's not great, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. It's going to be a hell of a lot worse. Jolie. Jolene. Bazunu beaten at his near post. It's a trait of Football Manager. Goalkeepers are far too easily beaten at their near post. He was going away from... He was going that way, but diving that way. What? Wilkinson almost took out Bazunu. Colin to Drew Cahill. Just gets far too easily dispossessed. Rashford. Oh, what a tackle by McDonald. Nelson whips it in, but McDonald hoofs it clear. Absolutely hoofed it. So that is it. It's going to end 5-1 to England. We were beaten by Hungary 5-1. We came back and beat them 4-0 in the... To be fair, that was in our home leg. This was the home leg and we got beaten 5-1. Yeah, I'm not happy with the performance out there. To be fair, O'Hanlon, pleased with how you did. Callum, shocking. Everyone else, average. I shouldn't have let what's his name? What's my assistant manager's name? Brian Donnelly take over because, you know, unlucky today. He was delighted with Josh Cullen. Okay. The next game in the episode is going to be the one against Belize. So Kosovo ended winning 3-1. Wow. Our under 21s got hammered by Italy. Ireland must learn quickly. We must. So we'll be back in just a second for the game against Belize. So hopefully everyone in the comments or watching this video believes that we can win. Huh? You see what I did there? We'll be back in just a second. Alright fellas, we are now back for the game against Belize. Do you Belize? We have made wholesale changes. We've gone for the standard tactic that we normally play, control brother. It's the one I created. It's the greatest tactic of all time. We're giving a debut to Sheehan in goal. Blackwell and Cahill are going to play as our wing backs. Poynton and MacDonald are going to play as our centre backs. Cullen and Clark in central midfield, with O'Hanlon, Grant and Obafemi playing as our wide men, or Grant playing as the attack midfielder, and Russell up front making his debut. So Josh Cullen is going to be the captain today. As you can see, Noel Russell has very high potential. So they were supposed to play a 4-3-3. Instead they've decided to play a 4-5-1. Favourites for a reason, go out and let no one know any different. Okay, a couple of the midfielders are happy with that. With the conversation we've had. Fully merits the decision. Rotation, of course. Why wouldn't I rotate? It's Belize. I believe in my players. It's not okay. Oh, Josh Cullen steals the ball. Why couldn't he do that against England, huh? That would have been handy. Gets tackled and gets back up and steals the ball away and somehow gets it past the defender. That is fine by me. Oh, Troy Parrott, fit to play today. Did not know he was going. I didn't think he was going to be. So Cullen and Obafemi can only play 45 minutes. I don't know how to pronounce the Belize goalkeeper's name. Hoyer. Cullen picks it up back to Blackwell, who's making his debut as well, I think. Clark. Out to Cahill. Big ball in. O'Hanlon. 2 games, 2 goals. The dude who just turned 18 2 days ago plays his second game for Ireland, scores his second goal. Beautiful cross by Cahill. O'Hanlon with the goal. I feel like this is going to be a long game. It's going to be a lot of highlights. Russell. Oh, the keeper managed to stop that one. I don't think I've ever seen players with their body language of normal. Almost everyone in their team is normal. What does that even mean? Pointing to Cullen. Cullen, marauding run forward. Whips it out to Obafemi. Whips it in, Cullen. Josh Cullen. 2. Josh Cullen with his second of the game. Ireland's third. He's absolutely bossing this game. Captain when Duffy retires. Although to be fair, he's only 30. He'd only scored 1 goal for Ireland before today. Okay, he's now got 3. Tactical genius. Grant whips it all the way across to O'Hanlon. Whips it in. Obafemi. Michael Obafemi. It was an Obafemi assist. O'Hanlon with the assist and Obafemi with the goal. Poor Noel Russell is just standing around in the middle just like, I'm doing things. Couple of complacent players at the moment. Just give everyone a bit of praise. You know what? You're doing well. I might just leave Russell up front for the entire game. He's not played many games for Cork City, which is interesting because they have Michael Booth. No, not Michael Booth. It's Kevin Booth and Connor Nolan. So I'm kind of curious as to why they're not playing him more. My go-to is you've not been playing well enough, and we've been playing grand. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. I can't really take Cullen off on a hat-trick, but he is supposed to only play 45 minutes. So I'm going to leave Thompson as a box-to-box. No, actually I'm going to let him be a central midfielder on attack and see what he can do, because I've never tried. I haven't really played with a central midfielder. So the 2 lads who needed to come off at half-time are coming off at half-time, both having scored. And we'll leave everyone else to have a little bit of a run around for a while. Connor Nolan coming on as a winger. Callum Blackwell standing still. Standing still, and he did a cartwheel. Interesting. But Callum Blackwell, well done. On the score sheet today. Just looking, is there anyone on the bench I want to give a game to? There's nobody I'm mad to play. There's also nobody I'm mad to take off. So Callum Blackwell going for his second. Hits the crossbar this time. Aziz Neal coming off. Blackwell with another free kick. McDonald. No. Goes down as a Connor Nolan goal. It looked like McDonald was the one that got the header. But Connor Nolan is going to take it. Oh, he did get there before McDonald. It looked like McDonald headed it from over here. Yeah, let's give him a bit more praise. You know, they're doing well. Cahill, back to McDonald. Clark, Grant, Thompson, O'Hanlon, back to Thompson. Clark dinks it out to Cahill. Cross, Russell. Oh, Russell almost got his first goal. Nobody knows who the referee is. Pointing, puts it over. We might as well make a couple of substitutions. Why not? You know? Give a couple of people standing ovations. I think we bring Wilkinson on for Blackwell. Give Blackwell a standing ovation. You know, he's done quite well. Jerry O'Hanlon had a great game. We bring on Troy Barrett. Inside forward. Why not, buddy? That's 4. We can make a couple more substitutions. And we will. I'm going to bring Clark off. Move Thompson over there. Just set him to be a ball winning midfielder. Yeah, he could defend. Why not? And yeah, we'll bring Shane Duffy on. Wholesale changes. Give everyone who's played well a rest / standing ovation. I thought McDonald was going to get sent off there after making all my substitutions. Duffy to McGowan. Thompson gets dispossessed, but their furthest forward player is in their own half. McGowan winning the ball as a ball winning midfielder. It's exactly what you want to see. Whips it in. Russell gets cleared, but Grant picks it up. Back to McGowan. Thompson. Grant. Oh, he's hit the crossbar, and Russell's kicked it at the keeper. Parrott puts it back in, but it gets cleared. Duffy picks it back up, and the highlight ends. Give the lads a bit of praise. They've had 29 shots. I can't really complain. Troy Parrott, keeper, managed to get a hand to it. Wilkinson with the throw in to Parrott. Gets cleared. Game finishes 6-0. Belize only had 1 shot. Nice victory. Well done. Man of the match, Callum Blackwell. You did fantastic. He was man of the match. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure because I was like, yeah, maybe he's not man of the match. So that's fantastic. We went from losing 5-1 to winning 6-0. We dropped 2 places in the world rankings though. Stroll to success. To be fair, they had a lot of possession. 46%. must take confidence in the next games against Iceland. Of course, the squad reacted positively. We smashed Belize 6-0. Now we don't have a game until June. It is currently March. This is going to take a while. The next episode we'll do the 2 Iceland games, and we'll see where we are then. As it is right now, we're bottom of the group with Armenia after both losing our opening game. Kosovo and Iceland have a win each, and England are unbeaten. So we have a bit of work to do. I think we're definitely aiming for second in the group. I don't think anyone has the ability to stop England in this group. So we need to push on and try and get second. But there is not a whole lot of time left in FM19, so we don't know if we'll even make it to the Euros. And if we do qualify, then maybe I'll try and pack in a video before the beta comes out. Hopefully we'll know within the next couple of days when the full game releases, and then within 2 weeks beforehand we'll know when the beta is coming out, and I'll be managing Atletico Madrid, because that's going to be interesting. I haven't managed a big club in so long. At the start of FM, like I've managed Liverpool and Arsenal, so relatively big teams recently, but it'll be interesting to see what FM20 is like. It's a lot of big updates in it. But if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. It would be delightful. But if you don't want to, then you don't have to. I'm only asking for... Yeah. Thank you very much, buddies. Buddies? You're fellers. You're my fellers. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, fellers, and I will see you in the next one.